For an expat, there is always the exciting challenge of working abroad, but there is nothing that compares to the joy of going home. Wuttithamrong spent 20 years of her life away from Thailand, pursuing her media and education career and her love of community projects. After returning to Thailand in 2020, right at the start of the global pandemic, Jia also returned to her love of helping others and formed her new company Kula to do just that. Kula aptly means community in Sanskrit.
So I'm the founder of Kula Company Limited, and Kula actually means community, or the full meaning is a community of like-minded and like-hearted people who come together for a common cause. And it really represents what I'm trying to achieve. So I've lived a long time, I'm an old woman, and what I have discovered in my years, in different lines of work is that my passion is really community and building community and helping people. So I've lived abroad for the past 20 years and I came back to Thailand and I wanted to do something to help. I think COVID really crystallized that as well. And so, to make the long story short, I had an opportunity to do a charity concert, but I wanted to make it really transparent and whatnot. So I founded a company to organize this event, and that's how Kula came about.
Kula is organising a unique Night to Remember charity concert in Bangkok on June 3. A gala black tie dinner at the Park Hyatt Hotel, which will feature a silent auction. The award-winning Thai Youth Orchestra and 2 Harvard a cappella groups from the USA. The Harvard Crocodillos
Oh, Lordy Mama, those Friday nights when Susie wore her dresses tight
and the Radcliffe Pitchers.
I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. So you've done this before, haven't you?
Yes.
You've done events in China. Can
Yes.
you tell me a little bit about those and how that
Yeah, sure, I'd love to. So, my career has spanned a lot of different things. I started off in media, I was a journalist, I was in sales and marketing, then I became a producer. But when we moved to Beijing, my husband and we moved to Beijing in 2005 from Hong Kong, and I was in CCTV first. For this edition of Biz China on CCTV International, and for many of you, this actually may be the last time that you will see me on this show. I am actually leaving Biz China to pursue some personal stuff, but really want to thank you for having watched me, and I've certainly enjoyed bringing you the news. Hope you've learned something from me. Hope you've enjoyed the shows that I've been bringing you. Really want to thank you for your time, for your hospitality, and all the emails that I've gotten really has meant a lot to me. But then I pivoted after I had children and I moved into the education field. I started working for a group called Ivy Education Group. And there my role was marketing and community engagement. And under this role I had the fortunate opportunity to get in touch with an a cappella group from Dartmouth College. Actually, they emailed me. Somehow the email found its way to my inbox, and nobody knew what a cappella was, and I was like, are you kidding? A cappella is phenomenal. Did you not know the Dartmouth Airs were finalists in the sing-off? And of course nobody knew that except for me. Anyway, long story short, I was inspired with their visit to try to do, I thought it was a wonderful opportunity to give back as a school.
music's such a great connector too.
Yes, and I feel like, with these, I try to be very intentional in everything that I do, So like when we had these charity concerts, the overall goal is to raise money, but it's also to create opportunities for everybody to feel like they can make a difference, right? Be it the performers who are coming all the way from America, but they're having a chance to not just perform, but give back to the community that they're visiting. For our own students, to have a chance to perform on a platform, in a real environment, not just at school, like to real audience.
When I wake up, well, I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you.
So now Jar has set her sights on Thailand, and this Bangkok edition of A Night to Remember is to raise much-needed funds for CCF, the Community Children Foundation, under the royal patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Chakri Siranthorn.
Because really for me it was like, if I'm able to help people in another country, why can I not help my own country and my own countrymen? That's kind of how it started. And I have to say, like with COVID, just seeing like the situation and how the country has been reeling from COVID, just wanted to do something about it. I knew that I wanted an organization that was very transparent and had a long track record, and CCF checked all the boxes. Then I approached them, and I had a friend from high school who had worked with them. So after talking to my friend and after meeting with them, I was blown away by how much they're doing and how much they were able to even pivot during COVID with kids already disadvantaged and then not even being able to go to school, how they were able to set up a program so that volunteer teachers were literally going with like a backpack with like an iPad and a light and a microphone to villages to like teach the kids. And I just knew they were the right fit for what I was looking for, and they're nationwide. They're in 35 provinces. They're amazing.
Jar will tell you that these are the real heroes of this story. Among the countless students helped by CCF is 21-year-old Napat, who has just started work as a medical clinic assistant.
ก็มีความหมายกับหนูทุกอย่างเลยค่ะเหมือนแบบมันเติมเต็มส่วนต่างๆในชีวิตหนูแล้วก็เหมือนแบบเป็นผู้นำทางชีวิตหนูที่แบบได้มาเจอสิ่งใหม่ๆหรือว่าได้มีอนาคตที่ดีแล้วก็เหมือนเป็นแบบตัวช่วยแบบดึงชีวิตหนูขึ้นมาอย่างเงี้ยค่ะแบบบางทีก็ตอนแรกๆก็เหมือนเคยคิดที่แบบจุดๆที่แบบไม่อยากอยู่เลยค่ะก็อยากขอบคุณแบบที่มาช่วยหนูหรือว่าเสียสละเงินของเขามาช่วยหนูที่แบบทำให้ชีวิตที่แบบที่ทำให้แบบชีวิตที่ตกต่ำที่สุดแล้วก็แบบค่อยๆดีขึ้นมาค่ะขอบคุณนะคะ
I'm very blessed. My kids are very blessed, right? And every day, but then my father was not. My own father is from Mahasarakham, and I still remember vividly his stories of how he had to walk like 11 kilometers each way barefoot to go to school. He didn't have money, to pay for school. He would pay by catching fish, and to go from that to where I am today in one generation, it's because of education. My father happened to be very smart. Someone saw that, supported him. So I really feel this, for lack of a better word, like the calling is too strong, because I'm not saying I'm like wonderful in any way, but I just notice what I want to do and help. I'm in a position to help, so I want to help. And this is how I can help. I have the skills to put together a concert. I love doing it, and I really want to create a magical evening for everybody involved, with this common purpose of helping our children here in
So it
Thailand.
should well and truly be a night to remember that.
I hope so.
Forget your troubles.